Good afternoon, students. Today, let's move to the final part of transportation, where we'll be discussing some crucial points related to blood circulation in vertebrates heart. Second, transportation in plant. Role played in the process of transportation in plants. So these are the points we will be discussing. First, what? Blood circulation in vertebrates, heart. Then transportation in plants. Then third, role played in the process of transportation in plants. So one by one we'll be going for all these things. First, let's go for the blood circulation in the hearts of vertebrates. Now see, students, I'm drawing the heart of a fish, which happens to be the very much lower among all the vertebrates. This is the heart of a fish. Upper one is ventricle. Lower one is auricle. See what is happening here in the fish. One chamber of ventricle, one auricle. The blood from here, blood goes to the gills, where it is purified, oxygenated. Then purified blood again come to the heart. Try to get the point. But what is happening here? These two type of blood is mixed up. Here. So ultimately, what you are finding, it circulate what type of blood? Mixed blood. Mixed blood. That is called venous blood. Okay. Now let's go for the another one. That is this is fish. This is what? This is fish. Let's come to another one. After fish, we find amphibians. What are the examples of amphibians? Amphibians examples are frog, toad. Here we find it has three-chambered heart. Three-chambered. That is, it is having two auricles. This is one auricle, this is second auricle, auricles. This is right auricle and this is what? Left auricle. But here what you are finding? Only one ventricle. See the thing. Now what is happening here? You see, blood, impure blood comes to the right auricle. Then it goes to the ventricle. Ventricle is one. From here the blood goes to the lungs for purification. Pure blood from the lungs enters the left auricle. Again it comes to what? The ventricle. Ventricle is one. What you are finding? The blood is mixed up. Even though here there is separation, but here is mixed up. So ultimately, what type of blood is going up? Out. There is mixed blood. Is it okay? Now, it is having two auricle and having one ventricle. Now let's go for another one. This is your amphibians. Amphibians example of what? Frog and toad. This is reptile. See the diagram of reptile heart. This one is reptile heart. Reptile heart is having little bit of development, there is the occurrence of interventricular septum development. There is a starting. Can you get it? This starting, but it is not completed. It need to come up to here, but it's not completed. It is a starting of interventricular septum, not completed. So even though it is not completed or it is started, we cannot call it to have two chamber. So it is having one chamber. So auricle, two auricles. That is correct. But ventricle is one. How many ventricle? One ventricle. So the process remains the same. What is the process that we have studied here? Impure blood is coming here. From the right ventricle, the blood is going to ventricle. We are not telling it to right and left ventricle because the partition is not complete. From here, it goes to the lungs for purification. Pure blood from the lungs. See, pure blood from the lungs will be coming to the left auricle. Left auricle is there. Left auricle. This right auricle. Ultimately, where it comes? It comes to ventricle. So again, you are finding what type of blood? Mixed blood, that is venous blood, is moving here. Only crocodile. Crocodile is the only reptile. This is reptile, where you are finding the occurrence of fourth chamber heart. So reptile is having how many chamber? Snakes, lizard, they are having 3 chamber, and that one is not developed. So little bit development. Now let's come to the mammalian heart and the birds, apes. So I'm rubbing this part. Rubbing this part. See, this is the mammalian heart. We have discussed this one earlier. See here, what you are finding? Occurrence of fourth chamber. This is one auricle. This is second auricle. This is one ventricle. This is what? What is called ventricle. So what you are finding here? See, here the impure blood enters to the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, it is moving to where? Right ventricle. From right ventricle, it is going to lungs for purification. Now what happens? Pure blood will be entering the left ventricle and it is going to the left ventricle. See here now. Fourth chamber, and both of the upper chamber and both of these lower chamber are demarcated. So you don't find the mixing up of the blood in aves. What? In aves and mammals. Example, man. This is what? Aves means what? Birds. So this is the blood circulation that takes place in case of the mammalian heart, reptile heart, amphibian heart, or fish. Or as a whole, these are the vertebrates we find in the vertebrates. Now let's move to the another part, that is transportation in plant. We need to keep in mind that transportation in plant takes place through two distinct parts. Okay? These two distinct parts are called as xylem and phloem. What are they called? Xylem and phloem. 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 That is transportation in plants. Xylem and phloem. Now, I have drawn the diagram here earlier. related to the photosynthesis when you have done. This is the leaf. Do you remember? We have done it. The plant. Now see, from the soil the water goes. I told you water, and this is what? Soil. And the water moves up. Can you get it? Goes to the leaf. So xylem carry water. Carry what? Xylem carry water from where? From the soil. And give it to leaves. So photosynthesis process takes place because of xylem. The water moves up. Who takes? Xylem takes. So xylem are the one who takes water from the soil and give it to the leaves for the process of photosynthesis. Now come to the another thing. Now what is the role of the phloem then? The water given, now food is prepared. Then this food from the leaf moves to the defined part of the plant body. Can you get it? Food movement takes place to what? Phloem. Water movement takes place to xylem, water from the soil. Food movement is taken from which part? Food movement will be from the leaf. From the leaf, who takes? Phloem. Water movement to the leaf, who takes? Xylem. Okay? Now, coming to the last part, what role it plays? The movement of water helps in giving the cooling effect to the plant. Plant remains cool. Okay? That is the most important thing. Transpiration. That means water is given out from the plant body in form of vapor. So the water moves up. Got it? So these are some of the things we have studied in the transportation in different vertebrates as well as the transportation in plants. We'll continue with much more videos to come in near future. Thank you.